So I've done some investigating on my own, and I've come to a conclusion that I want to share with you, and something that proves that Nintendo is up to something huge, something massive, because we've never been in this position before in the history of Nintendo. Let's get into the video. Before we get started, I want to know how you feel about Nintendo, okay? So for this little activity, I want you to, with one emoji, no text, just one emoji, one single emoji, I want you to go down below in the comments and with one emoji, show me how you feel about Nintendo right now as of July of 2022. So with one emoji, show me how you feel about Nintendo in 2022, not next year, this year. Moving forward, let's go ahead and talk about this, because I've done some investigating, and it's quite surprising. You have to kind of really step back and look at what's going on in the gaming landscape when it comes to first-party games, and to kind of, see what Nintendo is going to do in the future, right? So what better way to understand what Nintendo is going to do in the future than by looking at what Nintendo did in the past? And for the first time this year, that's not possible. We cannot do that, because this is a crazy year. It's a very weird year, and everything that Nintendo has done in the past, at least in the life of the Switch, it's changed. It's not the same for the first time. Exactly tell you what I'm talking about, because I'm sure you want to know already. So let's go over what Nintendo announced in 2021 for this year, or how quickly Nintendo filled the 2022 game lineup compared to this year, okay? So in February of 2021, Nintendo announced Legends Arceus. Yes, Pokemon Legends Arceus was announced in February of 2021. All right, along in the same direct with Triangle Strategy and Splatoon 3. So in February of 2021, the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo announced 3 games for 2022. Okay. Now in June of 2021, this was E3, Nintendo announced 2 games. One technically third party, but it's first party affiliated because it has the first party character. It's Advance Wars and Sparks of Hope, right? Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which I say technically is a third-party game by Ubisoft, but it has a first-party character, so I'm kind of putting it in there, you know what I mean? So by this time, by July last year, okay, Nintendo already had 5 games announced for 2022. Now let's compare it to this year. It is July. Okay, and then 2023 is next year. How many games does Nintendo have announced for next year, for 2023? 1. And this game was a delay, Breath of the Wild 2. There are no other first-party games announced for 2023. That is the first time that we've been in this situation where there's nothing, this crazy situation, and it's just unheard of, right? So there's no way of knowing what Nintendo has planned in the future. Now the rest of the 2022 lineup was announced in this year's February Nintendo Direct. Okay, so we got Nintendo Switch Sports, Mario Strikers, Fire Emblem, Live Alive, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These games were announced in this year's 2022 lineup in February. So yeah, we can expect in February of 2023, Nintendo will announce games for that particular year. But at this particular time, we have no clue what's happening for 2023, but the Breath of the Wild delayed game. That is it. And for the first time, we're here with nothing in July. We didn't even have a real Nintendo Direct. Nintendo just basically confirmed the games that were kind of coming out this year and started releasing dates for games that have not yet been given dates for releases. And there's something big happening in Nintendo that we have yet to find out what's happening in 2023. And I have yet to see a Nintendo Direct that fills up a year in one Nintendo Direct. So what do you guys think about this? I feel like there's a possibility that Nintendo is holding back because maybe there's a next-gen console on the way that these games are for, and Nintendo's waiting to release that or announce that in order to issue these games and make these games launch games, right? We have Breath of the Wild 2 as a major, massive game that could be a launch game for a new console. And any other game, a new Mario game, a lot of people want Mario Odyssey 2, but we might get another Mario game, a brand new Mario game, and I don't think we're going to see a new Mario game with the Switch. I think we're going to see it with the next-gen console. And now we are in the 6th year of the life of the Switch, which is pretty long, right? And there is still nothing confirmed for 2023 as of July of 2022, when in July of 2021 we already had half of the calendar year filled up with games for 2022. That is a big change, something that is very weird, you know, and leads me to believe that there's something big going on in the world of Nintendo that we will know very, very, very soon. Guys, if you like this video, let me know with a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. What does this all mean? That compared to last year and this year, there is a big difference when it comes to what we know from Nintendo for the next following year. And I want to know exactly what you think. You think Nintendo is actually working on a newer console where these games are going to be part of the launch of these games? And I figure if Nintendo is releasing a new console, I'm pretty sure all those games are going to be backwards compatible. Nintendo will release games on the Switch and on that console at the same time. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. And thank you for joining me on this awesome adventure here with Mike Odyssey. Peace.